They're swarming. Gotta catch my swarm. I'm losing them. They're all getting away.
A few moments later.
You guys are driving me batty.
I just got done messing around with Swarm Rustler, a product that Walker Bee Ranch puts out for bees, not termites, and then this happened.
It's you, isn't it? I see it. Got the good stuff. Can I get them to change their mind? They've already picked another spot. Right down on this branch here. Maybe I can get them on the frame. Oh no! There's the frame right underneath the cluster. Time for them to jump in. Will they do it? Oh, that didn't work. I just bumped the frame and they all fell off. I think it's time for a bucket. Got me a bucket of bees. So is there a queen on this bucket of bees? Well, it's time for the bees to go in the box. Because I got more to get. Now I need another bucket. That's the other swarm I caught the other day, and here's the new one. That's where they were last time, and now they're over here.
I saw Mr. Ed do something similar to this. He was using a screened trash can as a swarm catcher. So I'm going to make one out of some number 8 wire. I'm ripping off a few of the strands so that all the ends are exposed, and then I can use those ends to bend back and forth opposite directions, and it'll hold the whole barrel together. So here you're pushing the ends through and bending them over one way and the other. That way they're locked in. And now I'm going to use another piece of the number 8 screen to make a bottom. Going to use the same method, bending back and forth, and that will lock in that little panel. This is only temporary, but I use this method to make little queen cages sometimes. And now I'm going to trim up the extra and make it into a nice little basket. Now I noticed that once the bees entered the basket, all of a sudden that basket became extremely heavy.
Right now they're all flying around, waiting for them to regroup on that basket. Well guys, how are they doing? I decided to take myself a little break. Rest from all this drama. Well, I guess it's time to take the basket down. Oh my goodness. Got me a basket of bees! This is awesome! One basket full of bees. And the bucket's empty. Well, I take that back. That's not a basket full of bees. They're on the outside. And is that the queen down in there? Or is that, no, that's a drone. That's another drone. That thing's heavy. Alright, now we got bees everywhere. gonna make me some starter strips for the bees. Because I noticed that they like to roll out this stuff. They don't like this plastic foundation, these swarms. I noticed they like to make combs. So I got me some frames that ain't got nothing on it. I just realized that these are goof frames. They got the bottom strip on the top and the bottom. So let's try some of this foundation from this frame that kind of broke apart. Cut us some strips. This is wired and fishing line. They started drawing it out years ago. So use that to entice them to go to the work here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to squish the very top edge and flatten it so that'll sit right in the middle of the slot in the top of the frame, right there. Then I'm going to glue it in with some wax. I'm going to heat up my wax. Got my trusty old paintbrush. And if you do this, the wax does catch on fire, so you have to blow it out periodically. And the can is hot. I'm trying to melt my brush because it's all wax filled and it hardened up. Glue that right in there. And that should hold it. And that'll be the inspiration for them to go nice and straight. As it starts to cool down, it starts to harden. When it first starts, it's really a mess and it doesn't really hold very well. Alright, let's let the bees have some nice frames. They're hanging on the lid. I think they're confused as all get out. Alright, I'm noticing that these frames are a total flop. because they also don't have the tabs on the end to hold them up there. And they'll rest on the bottom. Maybe later on I'll put some sticks on them and make them longer. And I'm going to give them some of this foundation that's been started just to entice them. Give them some place to get laying stuff right away. I don't see a queen, do you? I see a drone. See the big butt right there? No stinger. That's the male bee. They just reproduce and then die. That's all they do, and eat. Just let them go up and out. See the yellow stuff on its legs? That's the pollen. It's like a yellow. I don't see any bees in the tree. I think they're all here or going back home. Yep, everything's calm over here at the iWave glass hive. So that was the bottom section. That was not the middle section. The middle section only has one queen cell. So the one that had the most queen cells, that's the one that did it. These poor little bees have had a rough day. Let's give them something to drink. Little 1-to-1 sugar water. And just a tad of bleach to keep it from fermenting. Hopefully they won't sit around long enough that will happen. I wish these setters would sit down a little better than that. These keep falling down. I don't understand that. I got them from Barnyard Bees. Let's close it up. Guys, got to get out of the way. We're closing up shop. Come on, out of the way. Closing up shop. You're gonna lose your head. That's it, last call. After that, it's heads off. Out of the way. Out of the way. Out of the way. Closing up shop. Gotta go in the entrance now. The other way. This is closed. Closed for construction. And that's a wrap.